Hello, today I'm going to demonstrate the Vax Oasis Complete carpet washer. In the USA this would be called the Hoover Steam Vac. Various models are available, and previously a similar machine to this was sold under the Hoover brand in the 90s under the Hoover Brush N Wash label. And basically, if you've had a Hoover Brush N Wash in the UK, this you'll find is more or less the same. It's been slightly upgraded to the old version. It has a spinning powered hand tool, and it also has a more powerful 1350, I think it's 1350, could be 1300 watt motor. The old one had an 850 watt motor, so you do notice it's a little bit noisier, but you do notice the power and the way it pulls up the dirty solution from the carpet is improved over the original Hoover Brush N Wash. Still has the spin scrub brushes, which I'll show you in detail later. Also, I'll show you all the features and benefits. And I think this machine is discontinued now by Vax in the UK, but it's still fairly widely available, and you can probably pick this up quite cheaply. I got this particular one for £110, which is a bargain really. So I wouldn't pay more than £150. They're a good machine, but you can pick them up very reasonably priced. And I think over the more expensive Dual V model, you're still getting excellent performance. You might not be getting some of the bells and whistles you get with the Dual V, but you do get a machine that cleans and dries carpets extremely well. Well, that's enough of my ugly mug. I'll pick up the camera now and show you some of the features of this Vax Oasis, and then I'll show you it doing its job in action using the Vax Ultra solution. You can actually get a new solution which I've not tried called Ultra Plus. So we'll see how that performs, but this is more than adequate. And they also do a new orange fragrance if you like your fragrances orange. Anyway, here we go. Here's a demonstration. I'm going to clean this living room carpet. It's had 6 dogs trailing up and down over it, and 1 dog doing a few piddles on it. And we'll just see the colour of the water that we get out of the tank when I've done my demonstration. Yep. Well, here we have the Vax Oasis Complete carpet washer, available under the Vax brand in the UK, and a very similar model, almost identical model, is also available in the USA under the Hoover brand. In fact, this is actually made in the Hoover factory in Mexico, or at least assembled, and you can actually see clues of its origin on the machine itself by this, where is it? Not there, that's the Vax thing. Under here there's a US patent. There we go, the Hoover Company. So if you thought you were buying a Vax, you're mistaken. And Vax carpet washers, I'll find the best ones that they've produced or marketed in the near past have been actually made by Hoover, but not the Hoover that we know in the UK. They're different companies, same name, different companies. Anyway, just run through a few of the features, starting from the top here. This is the trigger that you release the shampoo onto the carpet. If you've got a particularly heavy stain or heavy traffic area to clean, you can press down this clean surge button, and that just releases more shampoo into the carpet, but you don't use that all the time, it's not really necessary. Here we have the powered hand tool, which is quite efficient really. If you're used to the hand tool on a Bissell do a turbo brush with rotating brushes that go quite slow, but you'll find these ones on the Vax Oasis really do whiz quite fast. I find the suction power is very good on this machine. So when you're not using it, it just stores in its own little caddy like that. You get a hose, which also you can store on board, but for lightness I prefer to leave my hose off. And you also get a smaller nozzle with a static brush bar, which is the one I tend to use most of the time. It's great for carpets, stair carpets, upholstery. Here we have the solution tank that holds a large 4 litres and all you do, you more or less fill that measuring jug with Vax solution, top up here with hand hot water and pop it back down. And I always find it's a good idea to give it a bit of a swill round when you filled it, just to make sure the shampoo is nicely mixed. And now I'll show you the dirty water tank, two separate tanks, clean and dirty. There's no handle on it, which is a bit inconvenient really, but there are two side carrying handles, so it's best to carry this when it's full with both hands. There's a float here that cuts off the suction when it's full, and it is a little bit dirty because it has been used, and that's where you get all the dirt out of, the dirty water. Here we have the upholstery and stair cleaning connection, and in there, that's where you plug in the hose, well not the whole hose, this part of the hose plugs into here, and then that carries the cleaning solution through the hose if you're doing above floor jobs. Inside the car it's ideal for as well. And you have rotating brush speed control, high for your regular carpets, low if you've got more delicate carpets or rugs that don't need so much vigorous action, and off. Off is useful for spill pickup, and it's also useful for drying your carpet. So once you've cleaned your carpet on the high setting, you've gone over it a couple of times with the solution flowing and the high setting on, I find if you switch the brushes off and go over the carpet again, it does tend to remove more liquid. They don't actually say this in the instruction book, but because the brushes are actually air powered, they're powered by the suction of the machine, when you switch them off, more of the suction is diverted to the actual sucking part, which is here at the front. This does come off. There's 3 screws if you need to clean. It's already got a bit of gubbins here. You tend to find dog hairs can congregate around the sides, but it's easy enough removed and rinsed under. And on the back here we have the handle release and the on-off, both foot operated, and underneath is where the magic happens. And I've been cleaning a carpet that sheds quite a lot, so there's a bit of a carpet fluff here. These are the spin scrub brushes that counter rotate, and also it's got heated cleaning. It sends out hot air through holes just behind the spin scrub brushes. So there we have it. That's about everything I can show you. It also has a hard floor cleaning tool. This camera's rubbish really. That's why. It also has a hard floor cleaning tool that you can store on the back of the machine. As I say, all the tools can store on the machine, but I prefer to leave them off. It just makes the machine a bit easier to handle. So now I'm going to fill the cleaner with water and we'll give you a little demonstration. Now the first job I'm going to do is use the hose attachments. Before I clean the main area of the carpet, I like to go around the edges with this first, and also it's good, apart from getting right up to the edge, it's good for doing those areas where you can't reach with the main head, because it's a nice wide head for quick cleaning, but being wide it means it won't go into all the little spaces, like here for example. I have between the fire hearth and the TV unit, so I'd use the nozzle to get into those areas and any other little areas. You can of course move all the furniture, which I do periodically, but just for today I'm going to demonstrate using just a static nozzle first, and then I'll show you the rotating brush nozzle too, and then we'll clean the main area of the carpet. I've connected up the hose. The hose just fits into the front of the tank here. You just pull this adapter piece down, put the hose in its place, and then you plug the solution into there. So when you switch on, suction is diverted here through the hose, and you have a trigger here which sprays out the solution out of that little jet there. So that's enough of me prattling on. Let's have a little go and see how it works. Right, now I'm ready to clean the main area of the carpet. Just before I do the demonstration, just like to explain the principles of how carpet washers work. Some of you might know this already, but if you're new to washing carpets and want to know, then I'll be able to tell you. Now, the majority of carpet washers have two containers. One houses the clean water and solution, and the other one is where the dirty water is collected. Now, they all work by releasing shampoo from the clean water solution down onto the cleaning head, and they're either agitated into the carpet by a static brush bar or some sort of rotating brush. In the Oasis, it's rotating brushes, which are spin scrub brushes here, which are unique to Vax and Hoover in the US. And basically what happens, the shampoo is put onto the carpet, the brushes brush the solution in, and then all the dirty solution is sucked up the front of the machine and into the recovery tank. It's quite simple really. And Vax recommend you go over the carpet twice in what they call wet mode, so that's release the shampoo using the trigger here, and you go forward and backwards slowly, and then you go over the same piece of carpet without releasing any shampoo until you see no more solution coming up the clear nozzle. And the more you do that, the drier your carpet will be and the quicker it will take to dry. So let's give you a little bit of a demonstration. Right, now the tank is nearly full there. I've just done a small section of the carpet. It was quite dirty, and we'll have a look. It's very foamy because the carpet has been shampooed quite a few times previously. There's quite a lot of dirt in there, and you can see there's grit. No matter how often and how well you vacuum your carpets, there's always grit at the bottom. So that's that emptied. Now you will find with carpets that are shampooed quite a lot, they always leave a residue. So I've found quite a good product to use. And here it is. It's by a company called ProChem, and it's a natural carpet rinse. You only need a tiny amount in your solution container, and you can go over your carpet and rinse them afterwards, and it helps remove any residue left in the carpet. Right, that's me done. I'll continue and finish the rest of the carpet now. Now I've finished cleaning the carpet, and although you didn't really get to see it before, I can assure you that this carpet is so much cleaner than it was when I started. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to empty out the last of the dirty water into the sink, and we'll see just how much dirt the Vax Oasis Complete has removed from my carpet. Right, here we are. This is the last of the solution. Pretty dirty, and the sink looks pretty dirty as well. There we go. So there you have it. That's the Vax Oasis Complete upright carpet washer. Hope you've enjoyed my little demonstration. And as you can see, it really has done a fantastic job. Cleaned the carpets, and there's quite a few little dogs outside. You might have heard a little bit of noise. The dogs, who are responsible for most of the mess on the carpet, are banished at the moment. And that little one there, Daisy, is the one that's been making most of the noise. Rupert's looking quite bored with it, and Ellie doesn't seem to mind. And Millie, the sensible one, she's decided to stay on her bed. Anyway, that's my little demonstration over. And with a last word from Daisy, I hope you found this little video guide useful. See you soon.